Hey, what's up? John Sonneman here from SimpleProgrammer.com, and I am still in Rome, Italy, my last night here. Then I'm heading to Cinque Terre tomorrow, domani, and I got a doozy for you here. Oh my gosh, you're gonna think that I made up this email, that it's a fake email, but it's not. I mean, when I read you guys an email here, this is real shit. I don't make shit up. I could, like, it goes through my head, I'm like, oh, I could just make up emails if I want to do questions about it. But I don't need to, because I get so much crazy shit. So, I'm going to preface this by saying, look, I don't have anything against the gentleman who sent me this email, not personally. I mean, he's just ignorant, he's just naive. That's the thing, it's like, but I'm going to set him straight, right? And you know, we can still be best buds, we can still be friends, but I'm going to speak the truth like I do here, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to, I'm not going to make it go down nicely, because, honestly, like, it depends. Like, here's the thing, like, I think it was it Herbert Hoover or someone, or maybe it was one of the Franklins, that said, if you double your fists at me, you can guarantee I'm going to double mine. So when you email me or you email someone, maybe let's just say me, how you approach, how you come to me is going to greatly determine how I'm going to respond to you. Because sometimes some people are like, man, I can't believe that John Sonneman is such an ass. I didn't think he was such an ass. I can't believe he's an ass. And I'm not always an ass. I mean, if you come to me and you have a respectable thing, even if you disagree with me and you disagree with me in a respectable way, if you got some comment or some feedback and stuff, and you present it in a nice way, and you're, you're not being real ignorant, then I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna respond pretty nicely, right? I mean, it's not a problem. But if you are a cheap kind of asshole critiquing me, oh, man, I'm going to let you have it. So I let this guy have it. So this email is from Aaron. And Aaron says, hey, John, before we get started. And he starts off, I mean, he's trying to be nice. I think he's like, but it's so weird. I mean, I don't know. This is crazy shit. I'm shocked by this. I was like, is this for real? But he says, hey, John, before we get started, I just want to say I've been a fan of your YouTube videos for quite some time now, and I've been attracted to a lot of your content. Okay, sounds good. All right, that's a good way to start. On one particular day, you were talking about Grant Cardone and mentioned listening to audiobooks at 2.5x while running. I immediately adopted the idea and have since been doing the same. Absolutely genius, man. Okay, that's great. Appreciate that. Thank you, Aaron. All right, now we get to the weird part. This is where it gets weird. Like, it just blows my mind, honestly. Now, I'm emailing you because I'd like a refund of your $30 audiobook, Soft Skills. So, by the way, if you want to check out what he's talking about, you can check out my $30 audiobook, Soft Skills. Best-selling book on Audible, I mean, in the top categories, okay? But, by far, people have loved the book, right? I haven't gotten very many complaints at all, especially the audio version. I added extra content. It's more than just the book version. I added probably like an hour of extra content to it, okay? Recorded myself. I never had heard of any refund policy, and so I'd like to create value and explanation for this so that it's worth your efforts. So he wants to create some value for me. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get into what kind of value can you create for someone? Well, let's see. I want to see what kind of value is he going to create. I think your book is going at things the right way. Okay, you're encouraging people to be more productive and to get out there and be better humans. That's why I got it. Okay, everything's good so far, but when I realized that I had already read a lot of your information sources, how to win friends and talk to people. Do you mean how to win friends and influence people, maybe? Are you sure you read that book? I'm not sure you read that book. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People, not How to Win Friends and Talk to People. But okay, honest mistake, that's fine. And that some of my information sources did come from that. But that's true, I did read that book several times. It's one of my favorite books. All right, and then The Power of Habit, and then Be Obsessed or Be Average. But that came out after my book, so that's kind of weird. I mean, maybe Grant Cardone copied me. Doubtful. He doesn't need to copy me. That dude is way more successful than I am, and he's awesome. But that's interesting. And so I don't remember using that as a source. So he says, I was amazed how similar we think. Okay, I'm not sure that we think so similar. Up to this point, it seemed like we did, but I don't think I'd ever like request a $30 refund on a book that I read from someone that I follow their YouTube videos. Ugh, bad taste, bad taste. All right, but that turned into a boring book because by chapter 50 I had to stop. Oh, so my book turned into a boring book by chapter 50. Okay, thanks. I'm glad you emailed me to tell me that. Appreciate that. All right. Oh, but wait, there's more. There's more value being created here. The true gems were the chapters about software developers, like when you talk about career paths and workplace tricks such as keeping a log. Okay, so there were some true gems in there. Not worth $30, but there were true gems in there. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Afterwards, though, it wasn't about software at all. It's called Soft Skills Software Developer's Life Manual. Okay, yep, it wasn't about software at all. You're right. You got me. That was the trick. All right. Not only that, but many topics you tend to ramble on and even repeat things, especially about habits. That's kind of funny, repeating things about habits. I get the irony there, the joke. Is there a subtle joke? Maybe you're smarter than I think you are. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I do tend to ramble on. I will be honest. I do. I mean, heck, you're watching this video. I'm rambling on right now. Let's see. I think that you're trying to stress the important parts of this, but it really just doesn't seem nearly as useful as just reading Charles Duhigg for yourself. Okay. Maybe. I don't know about that, though. All right. I really think you could benefit by going over what you've written and spoken and try to make it more concise. Perhaps. I know you're busy and need to be productive, but making a better product will have such a huge impact when 10,000s, without the comma, are affected by it. It's more like 50,000 people have bought the book at this point. Actually, if you count China and Japan and all of it, it's probably about 100,000 copies sold. But, you know, who's counting? Whatever. You know, I need your advice on how to write a successful book when I've sold 100,000 copies of a book. Okay. So, all in all, it's a good general start at writing. But I really feel like I've wasted my money on this one. Wasted your money on this one. That's great. I like to email people that I admire and respect and get a lot of free value from and tell them that I've wasted my money on their $30 book. Oh gosh, I'm glad you didn't buy one of my $300 programs, dude. Wow, you would have really wasted your money since you know so much better. Maybe you could give me some video production tips. Heck, maybe, oh, you know what? What you could do is maybe you could help me to create YouTube videos on the YouTube channel. I think that'd be cool. Maybe you could, you know, advise me on that, since I shouldn't be failing at that. I only have like 100,000 subscribers. I should have like 5 million, I guess. I mean, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you've written a book as well. All in all, I hope my critique has highlighted some areas which you could see would be a good to focus on for a future book. Did you know I wrote a future book? It's called The Complete Software Developer's Career Guide. And unfortunately, it's also long and quite repetitive, apparently. I don't know if you'll like it. I haven't done the audiobook version yet, but you're welcome to buy the audiobook version and then send me a request for a refund. And also gave, let's see, be good focus for a future book, and also gave you some insights on where to improve. A little about myself. Oh yeah, at this point I'm really interested in hearing about yourself. Let's see, I've been a software developer since I was 9 years old, and I'm working 2 jobs at about 60 to 70 hours per week and loving all of it. Oh gosh, that's kind of interesting, because when you were going to tell me about yourself, I thought you were going to tell me that you were unemployed right now and in a third world country, and $30 is a lot of money for you. But you have 2 jobs and you're working 60, 70 hours per week. And you've been a programmer since you're 9 years old. And that $30 audiobook is really breaking your fucking piggy bank. Well, let's find out why. Oh, I see why. Let's see. I think your book maybe was directed toward a more general audience. Yes, it was is directed for everyone. Your refund to me would be especially appreciated because I'm saving every penny so that I can invest into eventually growing my own corporation. Oh, I see. I get it now. The $30 that you paid for my audiobook is going to prevent you from creating your corporation. Oh, I see. This makes sense to me now. I get it. This is why I have to send you $30 to your PayPal address here. Now, let's see. Well, I hope you've given me it. Oh, you have. Oh, let's see here. I'm going to thank you in advance for taking time to read this, sending the Audible refund to my PayPal, op2rules@gmail.com, and providing exceptional advice on YouTube. Assume the sale. Grant Cardone must have taught you that one. Assume the sale, buddy. As if I'm going to send you $30 out of my pocket to your PayPal address. But wait a minute. The shit sandwich. You did use the shit sandwich technique. You got the good stuff. Then you got the shit in the middle. And then you got the good stuff at the end because I provide exceptional advice on YouTube. Well, I'm providing you exceptional advice today on YouTube, which is don't ever fucking email someone like this again and expect any kind of, I don't know, positive response. Like seriously, maybe if you wrote a book or something, you could lecture me about writing a book, maybe. But I doubt you even have a blog post. But let's see here. I hope we cross paths someday because although I didn't enjoy your book, I do enjoy who you are. And you know what? I personally don't have anything necessarily against you, even though it might seem like I do. I mean, I'm happy to have a nice chat and have a couple of laughs and whatnot. But I got to give it to you straight. Your email pretty much came off as a dick. Like, you got to understand. Like, I got limited time, and I get a lot of emails, and I don't appreciate an email like this. No one's going to appreciate an email like this, right? It's not just me. It's not just an ego thing. I mean, but who's going to appreciate an email like this, right? Enjoy the rest of your week, man, Aaron. So, Aaron, I respond to Aaron, and I mean, you guys are probably curious what I responded. I mean, what is John going to respond to this? So I said, LOL. You obviously haven't read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I have to assume this email is a joke, or I have to say in the nicest way possible to fuck off. Seriously, who do you think you are? Oh, wait, send me a copy of your book, or, oh, you don't have one. Perhaps your blog post. Oh, no, you don't have one of those either, because you didn't follow the advice in the book. Oh, but you're going to grow your own corporation. That's strange. And you're working 60 to 70 hour weeks and you can't afford $30 for my audiobook? But yeah, don't worry. Continue to watch my YouTube videos for free and get a bunch of free value for it. And don't pay anything. I know you mean well. I honestly think you do. But I have to say again, fuck off. You have a lot to learn, my friend. So that was the response I got, or that I sent to him. And yeah, so I don't know. You know, I honestly think, I'll tell you guys though, seriously, I know that my response and making this a public video might seem a little bit dickish, and maybe it is. It's fine. But here's the thing. This is a public service announcement, right? There's a reason why I'm doing this. And it's not because, I mean, I could just delete the email. I get stupid emails all the time. But I think Aaron means well. I really think he does. I think he's just seriously misguided and thinks that somehow by highlighting mistakes I've made or something, right, that he can kind of elevate his position. But here's the thing, right, and this is why I said I don't think you read How to Win Friends and Influence People, because the author of How to Win Friends and Influence People, okay, in the book, what he said, Dale Carnegie, okay, he wrote a famous author of his day. It's kind of funny, right? It's kind of ironic here. He wrote a famous author of his day. I can't remember the name of the author, and he basically he had written in such a way that he had seen that, you know, important people create form letters, and at the bottom of the letter they say dictated but not read. And so he wrote this author, this famous author, and at the end of his letter, and he asked the author for some advice or to do something for him or something like that. And at the end of this, he wrote dictated but not read to seem more important. And the author responded to him and he said, "Your bad manners are only exceeded by your bad manners." This is directly from How to Win Friends and Influence People. And that's a lesson from the book, right? And he actually was talking about how, like, he, to the day that author, until he died, he had kind of wished harm to him, a little stinging criticism. And then maybe you're saying, oh, well, John, you didn't learn a lesson from that. Well, you know what? I don't really care. And I don't think that author cared. I don't think that famous author really cared if some Yahoo out there hated him. And so, I don't have anything against Aaron. Aaron, you're probably a cool guy. I think you're probably mean well, like I said. But you're doing things the wrong way, right? I mean, it's called being presumptuous, right? You're kind of elevating yourself to a very high level and then coming at me as if we're equal, right? And I don't mean it like, I mean, you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this, it's like, you haven't done shit. You haven't done anything, right? I mean, as humans, we're equal. We're equal human beings, right? We have an equal soul or whatever. We have the same value. But I've got a corporation, okay? I've authored 2 books. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a software developer longer than you have, right? I've paid my dues. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't get jack shit. I didn't see you link to your YouTube videos or your blog posts or any books you've written, right? So you don't get to, like, email me as a superior looking down on me, telling me how to do things. It's not going to fly. Like, I'm not going to look at that and say, oh, this guy must be some serious shit. Now, if you're like, you have some credentials, you got something that you've done, some proof, right? A PhD in getting shit done. Well, I'm gonna listen to you. Grant Cardone emails me and says, hey, here, let me give you some tips on writing a book. You did a good job, but here's some tips. I'm all ears. I'm listening, right? Because he's got track record. He's got success. He's got something I don't got that I want from him. He's not, he's not assuming a position above me because he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to prove any shit. So that's what I'm saying, is that, like, when you email someone, when you think about it. Think a little bit about it, right? First of all, like, and the other thing, how to win friends and influence people. Again, basic concept in that is what's a whole section of the book called? Never criticize, condemn, right? So if you email someone and you critique them, it's not going to go well. It's not. No one's gonna like that. No one's gonna take criticism well. So just a lesson for you. Just, yeah, I would avoid that. If and really, like, if you ask people for refunds on their shit, that's never gonna. I'll just tell you, as someone who sells stuff, right? Like, I create a lot of free content, okay? And I just want you guys to understand this too, right? This is just an important concept to understand. I create a lot of free content, okay? If you consume a ton of my free content, which 90% of it is free, blog posts, YouTube videos, I've been doing 2 YouTube videos a day for how long, right? All this stuff, right? The majority of the value in what I create is free. So if you buy something from me and you're getting a ton of value out of my free shit, and you're like, oh, well, the thing I bought didn't have as much value. Well, first of all, of course it didn't, and I'll tell you why. Because 90% of what I create is free. So think about this, right? The free stuff in aggregate is going to have more value. You see what I'm saying? Now, the stuff that I put out, the stuff that I sell, I consider it very high value. It's definitely worth the money. Multiple people have improved their careers, success stories, blah, blah, blah. You can check them out on the YouTube channel. I don't need to go into that. But you just have to understand that, like, the respectful thing to do, right? If you're seriously a fan, if you seriously want to gain respect from me, is if you didn't like something, you could even email me and say, this is where I think things could be improved, but you know what? I'm happy to pay $99 or $38 because I get so much value from you from somewhere else, from all the YouTube videos and stuff. That's the appropriate kind of respectful thing to do. That doesn't make you come off as a dick. I mean, how highly am I going to think of you if you need to get a refund on $30? I mean, seriously, like, really? You see what I'm saying? Like, most people that you email are not gonna respond in a very friendly way to that, right? And then there's a difference between being ripped off. I mean, if you've been ripped off and you ask for a refund on something because you've been totally ripped off or scammed, by all means. But if you're getting value out of someone and they're giving you a lot of free value, and then you pay for something and it's not quite what you hoped for, you don't like, it's just like going to a restaurant, right? It's like going to a restaurant and, you know, it's a nice atmosphere, you get nice service, everything is great, and you order some dish, and you're like, oh man, I didn't realize this dessert had lemons in it. I fucking hate lemons. Oh shit, I guess I'm gonna ask for a refund on my dessert. No, you ate the dessert. The ambiance was great, the service was great, everything, you got everything with it you paid for. There wasn't a problem there, right? You didn't get ripped off. So you don't ask for like a refund on the dessert because you don't like lemons. So that's all I gotta say. All right, that's enough. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already, make sure you click that subscribe button, and yeah, you never know. If you email me, maybe you'll end up in one of these videos. All right, click that bell so you don't miss any videos. I'll talk to you next time. Take care. And you know what, Aaron? There's no hard feelings there. It's all cool. You know, just watch the video, and we're all good. All right, take care, man.